Hey gang, Gameface here, and I am back in Planet Coaster. If you were here yesterday, I don't know what's going on. Oh, no, sorry, that was two separate statements. Something's already wrong. Oh no. Well, hopefully it fixes itself. Looks fine. Okay, so YouTube is just saying this: the health of the stream is low. It's a very sickly stream. Today I'm going. I'm not going to work on this anymore. This has. It's not quite, finished, but it's pretty close to finished. I have to do some work in here. I don't like the look of this stuff. I'm thinking I'll go with some type of wood around here, or maybe even this stuff. I might even continue this along the marble around here, right up to this point. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to go build other stuff. And I think that other stuff is over here. I'll work on this area. Still don't know what it's going to be. Hey, Michael. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I'm basically moving back over here. Why is there no audio? I need audio. Something needs to make some... I know why. No. There we go. Had the game paused. Of course, I could also put on the Planet Coaster music. That's the thing I should do. There we go. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to sort of continue this thing that I was doing here. I don't know what is actually going to make up everything I'm building here, but it should probably make sense. Like, it should, there should be some structure to it. It shouldn't just be a bunch of buildings all over the place. And then once I get some more trees in around it, it should really start to look better. At least that's my home. I'm gonna turn the lighting up a bit to start building this. Ooh, maybe not that much. I don't know what to do with that. I almost think I should just pop the wallpaper off on the inside. Because the windows, you can see the wallpaper through it. I don't like that. Maybe I should move the windows. Maybe it's the windows. It's not the wallpaper. Let's try to fix that. Come on. There we go. It's the windows. Well, except when you're like back here, and then you can still see through it. And if I go back here, I can see through these ones too, because the inside the windows disappear at that distance. Not much I can do about that. Okay, so here's a bunch of stone structures. Maybe I'll build something out of wood, and then we'll have that fall over now too. A wooden structure or something. Right up here. Okay, so I guess... How am I going to do this? Are we just going to build it out of... Or... Out of wooden pieces? Or should I... You know, put down some type of foundation first? Maybe that's what I should do. I should go into flat roof. Find myself some structure to build this on. That's no good. And what I'll do is I'll adjust the land so that it like comes up over the corners and looks, it doesn't like expose this thing as a perfect square. Huh? Okay, so do you know, I'm gonna get all not well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to hey Marco. I'm going to paint the land, and then we'll see if we can build like a framework. I don't know what I want to do with that framework, though. Like... We'll see. I'll try to make this look a little more... Why am I going to path? Twice I did. We'll put some other stuff around there after. But now... Into buildings. Actually, put this. So basically, I need to build a number of... Well, I should have probably just left that down there. I need to build some 4-meter sections like this. But of course, no. I'm also thinking, I don't think this was like... I don't think I'm going to do it like this. I don't think that was like a way they built things back then. I am going to use... I should probably leave that in there. I need that. But I think I'm going to go... something like this. Need some type of wooden pillar. Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on. Really? I didn't at any points... Oh, yeah, I guess when I... Yeah, I did. It's like, I don't remember not editing the building anymore, but I guess I did the scenery. Yeah, that's me. Come on. There we go. So it was weird. What am I building? I'm trying to build another... the next in the series of crumbling structures. Trying. I guess they don't all need to be completely crumbling. But really, if this thing's made out of wood, it's probably going to be crumbling. Okay. Fine, if you're gonna be like that, I'm gonna be like this. I just want to move it along the plane that it exists on. Not on some random angle. Okay, so that's like that. No, not gonna work. Because, of course, you know, that's the thing. If it was all made out of wood, it would have crumbled long before all the stone buildings crumbled. And the stone buildings are crumbled. So it should probably be made out of stone. That makes the most sense. But I don't know what to make it look like. It could just be a couple of corner posts and a few piles of stone. It doesn't really need to be anything, I guess. But then we are going to have to build something that is more substantial. Hmm. Okay, I don't know how I what or I don't know. Obviously, things weren't made purely out of stone. There was always some wood to the structure. I can do some stuff like that. Hey, Noah. How you doing? I'm doing good. Saturday morning. I had a nice surprise tweet about by Frontier or Planet Coaster tweeted about my last park, which was awesome. Wake up and find that on my phone. But yeah, good day so far. Oh yeah, other than that $150 I had to spend on a new car battery. That was bad. Seems every winter I have to replace my battery in my car. Once. Sometimes twice. And I'm pretty sure it has something to do with the auto start that they installed in it. But what do I know? Really, I don't know. Okay, so I need like a wall that a door would be in. I don't want to arch. I don't want anything like that. I just want a wall that has a hole in it where a door would have. But I'm asking too much, I think. Now, where's a really large pillar? Oh, it's a building piece. That's not gonna... Yeah, I'll be playing Red Dead in a few hours. I'm gonna play this for a couple hours, and then I'm just gonna basically go eat something and then fire up Red Dead. That's the plan. Okay, so there's not only this, there's also like a pile of dirt somewhere that I haven't seen. Maybe I have to look up dirt. No, it's not dirt. It's a pile. No. Okay, I gotta go look for it. If the game would, like, move, come on. Seriously. Okay, pretty sure thing I'm looking for I used here. Here it is. What is this? Castle rubble. 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 What? It's not in here? It doesn't exist? Well, that is kind of silly. You know, castle rubble should probably be with castles. And castle stuff. Not in scenery. I don't know why I clicked on shops and facilities. Hey, Sean! I'm doing good. How about yourself? Well, that's good. Okay, so what can we do here to make this like something else? Like, you know, not just the same old haunted place that everybody's built. The delay. Oh, if there's a major delay, you should probably just go to settings and up the speed to 2 times. And it'll like catch up. And then set itself back to normal speed. Like I'm caught up right now. It'll take a while. But it works. I'm starting to think it would have been better if, like, this village was here. But, oh well. You know, people have to look around my parks, and they have to go and find things. Like, I will, with this one, I will try to, like, make a list of, like, the landmarks and stuff like that when I actually publish it. What am I doing? I'm still building this. Okay, so if I take this, no, that's not what I wanted. Then we go get some steps. We can run them up to here. Of course, what I'd really like is just steps. I don't want these edges on here. but I can't not have them. Do I have a notification in chat that tells somebody when someone chats? Okay, so the monitor I'm playing on is right here. The camera is right here. And the chat window is right here. So anytime I look at the I'm continually glancing back and forth to the camera to like look at you guys who, you know, it's kind of weird. But the chat's right there, so generally I see it moving in the corner of my eye when things are being said. So yeah, but because I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch and Mixer all at the same time, it's I need a chat aggregator that basically takes all the chat from all the different sources and puts it into one window for me. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. So that's what I have, like, right here. I'm gonna have to build this myself. Not a building. Can't read it. What? Whoops. Okay, let's take this, put it in here. And what I want to do is actually build up the dirt on the sides and clear the dirt in them. Sure, a little bit's fine, but it's here that I want to build up, and here. But, you know, let Planet Coaster do whatever it wants. It's not 10%, that's... Hey, Chef Zo. My day's been good. How about yourself? Okay, now. What do I want to do here? Hey, Ellie. I've been doing good. How about yourself? Okay, so the microphone thing is nothing to do with the microphone. The microphone thing is Planet Coaster sucking up all the resources on my computer, which is a beast in itself, and using up 100% of my CPU and using up 100% of my GPU, and the system is unable to process audio. That is why the audio is a problem. You'll find no matter what I play, it works just fine, other than Planet Coaster. So I really wish I could fix that, but it's Planet Coaster causing the problem, and the only way to fix that would be to stop playing Planet Coaster. I hate to say, but that's the truth of it. No, Planet Coaster uses an engine that, well, okay, so Planet Coaster is a beast because it's dynamically rendering a world that you've created. It's not compiled, so there's no occlusion information compiled into the world. So when for instance I'm standing here, and because of these walls being in my way, I can't see anything behind them. That doesn't mean that it's all not having to be rendered, because the game doesn't know what's being blocked by everything. Sure, it does, you know, like that, but all games that you play, the worlds are compiled. So there's a set of data that represents the world, and there's data within that that says, at this point, this is the tree of what you can render. This is what you can see. So only render these things. Don't even think about rendering anything else, because when you're in this area, you can't see anything else. So they're optimized for where you are in the game, but just because I'm looking at you know, at this doesn't mean that all this stuff back here isn't getting drawn as well. And that's the thing with Planet Coaster. It sucks up all the resources. It's like there is no way for me to say, okay, I'm done this world, compile it into a world that has all this pre-compiled data on it so that it plays better. It has no way to do it, because I'm changing it as I go. So that's why Planet Coaster is a system hog. That's why people are always you know, wondering like, oh, I've got a good video card. Why doesn't Planet Coaster run very well? And you know, this world isn't so bad yet. But you can see as I get out, even my system is stuttering as I move in and out. A little bit better now. You can see how it fills in more detail as you get closer to things. That's level of detail stuff. But oh yes, I remember you from other streams. Hey Wolfie, glad you dropped by. I should get Half-Life 2, Gmod, or CSGO. I have Half-Life 2, Gmod, and CSGO. Pretty sure. I know I have Half-Life 2. Half-Life Source, Counter-Strike Source, Half-Life Blue Shift, Condition Zero, Half-Life, Half-Life 2 Episode 1, CSGO, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Yeah, I already own these things. I've owned Gmod for forever. Forever. No. But you know, these are not. Oh, you changed your name. Oh, well, here's the second alley then. Why would you change your name? Confuse people? Or you made it your real name? Well, welcome to the stream. So yeah. So that's the reason, like, Planet Coaster is such a so bad and can cause problems with me streaming, for instance, as well as my microphone and everything else around me. Because I can tell when I'm talking. Like, there's a light on my digital to analog converter that comes on when I speak, but it's not a speak to talk thing. It's not like a voice gate. It's or a threshold. It's an amplifier. So what it's indicating is when it's green, it's good, but when it goes red, that means I'm clipping my audio. And if I turn it up any more, like even just a tiny notch, like me just going and it goes red. So, and now even me cracking my knuckles shows up. So even tapping on the keyboard, it shows up. Not always. Used a random name generator. So what's your what is it? Your what is it? Can't remember. The Wu-Tang Clan name? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. The Wu-Tang Clan name generator. Isn't that where what's his name? Can't remember. You know, Donald Glover got his music name from. Was the Wu-Tang Clan name generator? Why does it feel like Planet Coaster's been playing the same? No, it is not. It's all starting to sound the same. Okay, so I think I need to go back in and edit. Oh. Because, you know, why wouldn't there be a pile down? Hey, PZ. You change your name back. I see. Yeah, I guess the name I was looking for was Childish Gambino. Yeah, exactly. Wolfie, I am same thing. I can run everything on ultra, and yet Planet Coaster, even running on low, still takes up all my CPU. Okay, so I did fix mine. So, let's go take a look quickly. I didn't fix it 100%, but I fixed it like 99%. You can still see some artifacting there, but I don't know why it's specifically there, and it's only at certain angles. Now, like, there's a tiny bit there, but as you can see, I've greatly reduced the amount of lighting. So yeah. It doesn't do it. Like, it doesn't do it when I'm like right up against it anymore. I just have this one thing that right out here. I seem to have this little piece in this corner every now and then. Yeah, I just stream for fun. So yeah, it's got to be overlapping lighting, and because I've got so many light sources all overlapping, and it's trying to constantly on the fly make those calculations. What's happening, I believe, is in one pass, one light is winning out in some places, and another pass, another light is winning out, and it's just sort of flickering back and forth because of that. That's all I can really think of. But by reducing the amount of lighting, it's not happening anymore. But of course that doesn't solve your problem, because the whole thing is based on the lighting. But yeah, if I were to put all the windows back in here, I would have the flicker come back. We can collab sometime. I don't really do a lot of collabs. And you know, I've been talking to Raphael, or Draffy, one of my mods, about doing some collab with him. It's just very, very hard to coordinate that stuff, I find. But what would you be thinking about collaborating on? Red Dead Redemption. It's a good game. I would suggest it to anybody. I'm having loads of fun playing it. Oh, not sure. Okay, I thought you had something specific in mind. Gmod, yeah, well, tell you what, like, I've opened this up for people and nobody's really jumped on. Like, I'm not playing Gmod. That's not gonna happen. I don't play games, like, I don't get hooked on games like that. So I have no interest in playing it anymore. Not that I've played it that much anyway. But, you know, if you wanted to join me in some gaming on the stream, I'm open to working with some people in Fallout 76. But I'm not going to be going back and playing Gmod or anything like that. I just don't get any enjoyment out of it. And you know, like a lot of me streaming is more, you know, I like the company when I'm gaming. It's awesome to have people to chat to and talk with when you're gaming. It's a lot of fun. Makes it interesting. That's a lot of what I'm doing. And I'll tell you, in the last 6-7 years, I haven't really played much for multiplayer gaming until it came to Fallout 4. And I'm not going to say that, you know, the problem with online gaming had become awfully toxic. Now, I'm not going to say that Fallout 4 or Fallout 76, sorry. Yeah, see, Fallout 76 is a game you get from Bethesda. But it's, you know, it's $100. It's $80. It's not like Gmod. And that's the other thing. Generally, on my streams, I only play AAA games. I don't play any indie games anymore. I spend a few hours every day in a game. And I know I used to spend more time in games, but I've just, you know, I've sort of found the genre I like. I find, you know, yeah, I feel like I'm making excuses now. I'm not. Don't do that. This? I got a green screen or a blue screen. I use the green one. It's if you flip it over, it's blue. Which is why I can't wear my Fallout shirt, because it's green. And I'll just disappear. Yeah, I probably have more time into Planet Coaster than I have in any other game. Maybe any other game in Steam right now, but maybe than any other game I've ever played. You know, I can't tell you how much time I have in Super Mario Brothers. That's hard to say. I might have 1,000 or more than 1,000 hours. But back then it didn't record that and tell you. And also we used to, you know, sit around and play that when we were drinking, when we were younger. Like long after it was like we should have retired the console already, and no, we'd be having a few beers, we'd throw on Super Mario Brothers, and we'd just play until we died and pass the controller on. You know, 5 or 6 people sitting around a room having some beers doing that. It's fun. But I don't know how much time I have on it. No, it's not that there's a piece on my headphones that is green. There's a piece on my headphones that's very reflective. It's actually black. But, you know, you can almost see my chat reflected in it. You can see the screen reflected in it. And if it's at the right angle, it will disappear because of the green screen, and it's reflecting the green off the green screen. That's all it is. There's no actual green on the headphones. Just a reflection making it look green, and therefore the green screen processor removes the image as well. I have to admit though, like the green processing in XSplit is really, really good. Like I don't have to mess with it at all. And I'm you know, I'm used to things like Adobe Premiere Pro and stuff like that, which is like professional level editing, and this thing blows it away. It works awesome. What do I stream? What do you stream on? Like I'm not sure what you mean. Like what platforms do I stream on? What? Oh, Johnny 5 did my Pirate Park. Yeah. So this morning I woke up and I had you know, I checked Twitter and I went to recent tweets and I saw this. which is it's backwards. It's a tweet from Planet Coaster, from Frontier Planet Coaster. Brighten up your day when you explore. Okay, I don't know why. It should say brighten up your day when you explore the shining lights of Glow World by GameFace. What do I use to stream? Oh, I use XSplit. XSplit Broadcaster. So basically, they sent out a tweet with a link to my to Glow World on the Steam Workshop. So I was really happy about that. That, like, yeah, that was an awesome way to start the day. Was finding that in my Twitter feed. So yeah, I use XSplit Broadcaster to actually do my stream. You know, there's hardware involved as well. Like, cause I have an Elgato Stream Deck, which I use to control. Yeah, it was awesome. They you know, they did the haunted house. They did you know, over a year and a half ago, somewhere around there, and now they done this. I was like really happy. So yeah, so for hey Tartan Branch, sorry I didn't see you there. I got buried in the comments. But thanks for joining the stream. Did I fix the lighting? Yes, I did. So what I had to do, Coal Smoke, was I had to delete a bunch of the lights. It was just too much for the engine to calculate on the fly. So, basically what's been done is this. I've reduced the number of lights on here, because the whole upper floor was on, and there was a bunch of the whole lower floor. Same thing here. I just reduced the amount of lighting, and the problem went away. Well, it went away 90%. There is some place where I can actually get it to start happening right here. But I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. So I can get it to happen right there. But you'll notice there's a pattern. It's like going through a cycle. There's only certain patterns it'll show. So I'm basically thinking it's something that the order that the lights, the calculations for the lights are done are changing. And it's messing things up because of it. It's not consistent every time. So that it draws the same image every time. I think something weird like that's happening. But like when I'm here, I don't even notice it at all. Don't notice it until I actually get off on a weird angle. Like this. I don't think it's over here. Yeah, it's not happening over here. So yeah, I think I fixed it as much as I'm going to fix it. I don't feel like pulling my hair out while watching it anymore. Out of sheer frustration that something I built is doing that, because not that I would pull my hair out, but I have that you know, I can't go on. I can't stop thinking about the problem. Probably one of the reasons I should have never become a software developer, but whatever. Too late now, eh? Okay, so that's starting to look like something, I guess. Oh yeah, I don't even like. There was a lot of lighting in there. I couldn't even think of how to start to fix that. But of course, without the lighting, would you even get the same effect? You know, that's the thing with that. It's that thing was almost like about the lighting. So what would you stream, Sean? Oh, I didn't have all the lights on. I just had too many of them on. Yeah, I wouldn't have all the lights on. The place wouldn't be lit up like that at night. But I had to reduce it quite drastically. I was going to go through and see if changing the color of the light worked. But I found in a few small experiments that I did elsewhere that it didn't seem to make a difference. Gotta go play Pokemon Go. Okay. I'll see you in Red Dead. Well, I won't see you in Red Dead, but when you see me later, I will be playing Red Dead. Crusader Kings 2. What genre is that? I think I might have heard of it. Oh, that looks like real-time strategy. No. No. You don't want to see me play real-time strategy games. Nobody needs to see that. I gave up on real-time strategy after Civilization. Oh, you saw my Pokemon Go videos. Cool. Yeah, I actually went outside and made videos once. People looked at me really weird. They make you feel really uncomfortable for just doing something fun. It's funny though, like, if there were a bunch of people I didn't know sitting in front of me right now, I wouldn't be able to talk like this. I would be completely silent. I wouldn't say a word. In my free time. Oh. I wish. The thing is, in my free time, I'm doing things like laundry, cooking food to eat, eating. It's not really free time though, is it? So this is what I do with my free time. Is I stream. It seems to be all I do in my free time. So generally, if I can't stream it, I don't play. I don't normally play it, which is, I know, limiting. Okay, catch you later, Wolfie. I'll see you in the next stream. Okay, a little bit of terrain work. What time will I be doing Red Dead? It's 1 o'clock now. I'm thinking around between 3 and 4. Somewhere around 3 and 4. I want to eat good before I start. And that way I won't need to, like, you know, quit and go eat. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, sounds good, Wolfie. Enjoy your Pokemon Go. I see. I didn't know these were a thing. Well, I guess I did, but when I looked for posters, this is what I was hoping to find. I know I used them somewhere else. That's what I want in my train station. Not those things I already put in there. Pokemon Go is a phone killer. Yeah, I guess it is. Well, that's no good. Who built that? Wow. That was crooked. Maybe I'll just start over. I don't actually know what to build. Hey, Fluffy's Lifestyle. Welcome to the stream. You know what? Maybe I should just go down here and continue on the tracks. Or on the river, maybe. On the railway. All this needs to be like... I don't know. I don't actually know what to do here. Huge forest blocking all their view. That would probably be best. But again, I really need to push all this, get this whole area here all filled in. I think Wolfie just left to go play Pokemon Go. So, I can tell you, though I may be giving up too much information here, Wolfie does not own Crusader Kings. But the guy I was playing Fallout 76 with, he plays it. And he's the only one who's played it in my friends, of my friends on Steam in the last 2 weeks. I got a bunch of friends who have played it, and I also have a bunch of friends who have it in their library but have never played it. Hey, Jay! So, yeah. It doesn't, you know... I have one friend who's played it over 1,000 hours. But most people have hardly had trouble getting past 5 hours. So... You know, I only have 2-3 people who've played it more than 5 hours in my friends. And I have 24 friends that own it. So, yeah. Doesn't look like my kind of game. And by the way, Planet Coaster isn't my kind of game either. Planet Coaster isn't my kind of game at all. I don't play building. I don't know why I play this. I used to do a series of videos for No Limits 2 Workshop Creations on my channel, called Workshop Creations. And when this came out, I bought it and I tried playing stuff and building coasters, and I just failed miserably. But then I went back to it and I started building, and for some reason something, not in the game had changed, but something in me had changed. And I was just suddenly able to, you know, imagine things and actually build them. So that was good. And, so that's why all this has come about. Nothing to do with anything else. Nothing to do with actually being able to build stuff. Notice I'm not taking the time that I took to, you know, build this building out of pieces and then tear it down again. You know, it was fun. And it turned out really well, I think. But I just can't imagine building the entire building as a good building and then trying to take it apart again. I know it looks better than all the other ones. It actually seems kind of out of place. But just can't see myself doing it again. It's extremely hard. Well, yeah, then I'm definitely not going to play. Behind the forest, you can build a mountain where the track goes in. Mm. Yeah, see that I was gonna have there's a whole bit whoa. There's a whole series of tunnels down here that I've got to build. Well, even that. Oh, that's done. Okay. So yeah, I've got a whole series of tunnels to build. Here. Another one here. I think I'm going to put all this in through a tunnel. Oh yeah, I will have more of these buildings. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. This has to fill in a huge area here, so this little area here is actually going to be extending all the way up into here. So there are going to be more fully built buildings that I will disassemble. But I don't think everything needs to be built that way. I think that would be overkill. I think that would probably kill me. Because that would take so long. Okay, want some rubble. I don't think there's any grid on this building yet. Yeah, see, I haven't played strategy games since like Age of Empires and Civilization 4, 3? No, I don't know. I used to like Civilization, the original one, when I was little. When I was like. Story. I was playing the game. I don't know. I do like horror games. Depends on the type of horror games. I like things like Outlast was good. Amnesia. But I'm not, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's. I look at those more of a jump scare game, and I've sort of gotten over those. I'm good at making things that are smashed up and broken. Just like real life. I don't know, I thought I was pretty good at train stations too, to tell you the truth. Not to blow my own horn, but I think I built a pretty damn good train station. Ooh, look at this. Wouldn't this be an awesome thing for a train to go through? But then again, mine are a little more epic for trains to go through, aren't they? That's more of a thing a train goes through. Never mind. Maybe I'll have them, like, we'll do a stone cave, and we'll have the train go through something like that when it goes into the entrance, instead of, like, what I have over here, which is a little bit different. And not even finished. I don't even think I have one on this end. I don't think I ever finished it. Oh yeah, I did. I didn't finish the inside. I don't know. Oh well. But yeah, I have to admit, I am enjoying building ruins. It's like a... I don't know. I think I need steps in there. Okay, there's steps in there. Okay, so PZ, right now on my gaming plate, it's pretty full. I've got Planet Coaster, of course. I've got Fallout California, which I have to get back to and have to start working on. I have Fallout 76, which will be released on Wednesday. So I'll be continuing with that after being in the beta for, you know, the last 2 weeks. And right now I have Red Dead Redemption 2. So right now my gaming plate is very, very full. Red Dead's going to take a while to finish. I'm pretty sure. It's not just something that I'm going to be able to haul off in a short period of time. I think that's at least got 60 hours from me in it. More maybe even 100. So I'm not even looking at taking on new games right now. I can tell you what games are in the future that I will be taking on. Just Cause 4 will be coming out on December 5th. And that's like right around the corner. So like, I gotta finish something. And then after that, I think Dying Light is a thing on my radar. Dying Light 2 is coming out. And I'm really looking forward to that. Dying Light is like one of my favorite games of all time. Dying Light, the original, I love that game. There's some people probably here right now because of when I streamed Dying Light. So I'm really looking forward to that. So those are things on my up and coming. But you know what? December 5th is less than a month away. You know, tomorrow's November 11th. Today's the 10th, obviously. So I don't know how much room I have for other games. I wish I did. You know, if I could bring in up my donation levels on YouTube to say from like the $3 to $5 I get now to $3,000 or $4,000 a month. No, it would have to be more than that. It'd probably need to be 5 or 6 because I'm pretty sure they're going to tax that. Then I could probably play a lot more games because I'd be able to, you know, quit my job. But until that happens, I got to keep going to work every day, and only being able to do this for 2 to 3 hours a day is very limiting. So if we could all work on getting those support donations up, we could do this. But it's going to take a lot more than just me being involved there. And I know I'm kidding. This is not what I'm looking for out of YouTube. You can probably tell by the smirk on my face. I know it's not something that's going to happen, but that would definitely allow me to play more games. Dying Light 2 is the only thing I have on my list from 2019 so far. There is some Sea of Sorrow or Seas of Sorrow or what was it, Gamescom? I'm just trying to figure out what the name of that other game was. Where did they announce Fallout 76? Yeah, so I'm not sure. There's this game, Sea of Solitude. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. I hope there'll be Water Park DLC. Oh, see, I've already used my Western train station, eh? My Western train station is over here. But it's like not, it's not a beaten up Western train station. It's like it's a good one. With people lining up right through the building. I love that. Other than that, that kind of sucks. I don't like that. Most other people are standing on a floor, though. Most. Some of them are like a half an inch into the floor. But oh well, nobody's gonna notice that. Sea of Thieves, no. No. Sea of Solitude? Yeah, it's Sea of Solitude. It's an EA game. Coming early 2019. So that's another one that I have on my list, is Sea of Solitude. And I don't know why I want to play it. I think it's because of the way it looks and the idea of the story. Player controls a young woman named Kay as she explores an abandoned submerged city and its creature in order to reveal why Kay herself has turned into a monster. I don't know, just that said something to me for some reason, and I want to play that. So that's what I have on my list so far. It's not a huge amount of it's not a huge list. It's just a few things here and there. I'm not, you know, I'm not taking on a lot of stuff. Zoo DLC. Yeah, I don't know about Zoo DLC. I don't generally agree with zoos myself. Don't think zoos are always a good thing. So I don't know, I have different thoughts on zoo stuff myself. New DLC on November 13th. What? Not in Planet Coaster. Oh. Yeah, I sort of figured once you said it wasn't in Planet Coaster. So, you know, I haven't found myself to be much of a fan of some of the medieval, you know, those type of games, knights. And I don't know why. I have to say, I think it has a lot to do with the style of the combat within those games and the way the combat is implemented. I'm not a huge fan of. But because you got to remember, like first-person shooters is what I play. it's not like I spend a lot of time playing any other genre. Planet Coaster is the weirdest thing in the list. When you look at my top games, it's Horizon Zero Dawn is number 1, Dying Light is number 2, number 3 is probably one of the Far Cry 3 or 4. In that list is also things like Dishonored, Dishonored 2. I really like those, but none of them are you know, of that other genre. So I really don't know. Like, I think I'm just not a huge fan of that myself. Yeah, and see, I'm I don't know. I'm a math and science guy myself, but okay. What do I want here? I had a grade 7 teacher who was a huge history buff, and I swear, like, I can't say for sure, but I think that he gave special treatment to other people who are also really interested in the things he was interested in. And, you know, like, yeah. Like, he was right into, like, everything history, like Mesopotamia and all, like, you know, I think that, you know, history is important, but just not me. You know, history has a lot of cool things to teach us. Most people these days are ignoring it, but, you know. No, I know what I need. I need more rubble. Maybe one day I'll run out of games to play. Yeah. You know, if you... 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I might have been like, hey, wait a minute, I need a game to play. But now, now I even have Subnautica. I've got a Subnautica playthrough on the go that I have to work at. So, like, there's just so much going on that I wish that I could play other stuff sometimes. See, Subnautica is another one of those games that's on my, probably on my top 10 list, or very close to it. I've played through that, like, from beginning to end, like, probably 12 to 15 times. Definitely one of the best games this year. And I know it's been out in early access for a lot longer than that, so that's very misleading, but to me it's definitely really high up. Okay. Let's get some shrubbery around this. And all the way up the back of this too, I think. And that's another thing that would be on my list for 2019. Actually, as soon as the early access is out for Subnautica Below Zero, I will be jumping in and playing that as well. So yeah, lots on my plate when I think about it. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm set for games until sometime in February or March. But we'll see. Just have to wait and see how it goes. Oh, I guess that shouldn't be part of this building, should it? Oh well. I don't like that line. Bugs me so much. Ruins don't have straight line, you know what I mean? Hey, Martin. It's the beginning of it. Going along quite well too, I think. It's gonna take some time. Quite a bit of it. We finished the train station yesterday, I think. Why do I like Horizon Zero Dawn? I don't know. I found combat in that game to be so much fun. It was just a blast. The array of weapons you had. Like some parts were frustrating because I wasn't ready to be there yet. But you know, you learn that about a game as you go. But you know, when you go down to take one down, like the Razorbacks or some like bigger thing down, and you use the tie down thing where you'd shoot the arrow in them and you'd slam that thing into the ground, and you get like 6 of those things, tying them down to the ground, and then you take out and you'd start shooting off the chunks of armor. Like, there was just something about that was so enjoyable, and yeah, that was it. That was what made that game so fun to me. And yeah, that's why that's probably my number one. And you know, like I thought it was awful that oh, and there, oh. So, there goes Planet Coaster. What was I doing? I was building stuff in Planet Coaster. is what I was doing. I really, really hope I didn't lose a lot because Planet Coaster just crashed. But yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, I just found it so enjoyable to play. You know? It's like it's almost close to the experience I'm having in Red Dead Redemption. It's just very enjoyable. But yeah, I was very, very, very disappointed that no, I have autosave on, Martin. Let's just hope it worked. So I was very, very disappointed, extremely disappointed, and almost kind of disgusted that Breath of the Wild won Game of the Year that year. It should have easily... Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm sorry, was way better than Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was do the same thing over and 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 over. It was so tedious and so bloody boring after playing it for, 25, 30 hours that I didn't even want to play it anymore. It was awful. And I just stopped playing it. And somehow this game that made you do the same thing over and 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 over. That was all it did. It made you go get a sword. It made you go smash the sword. It made you go cook something to eat. And then go get a sword. Smash the sword. Cook something to eat. It was just absolutely mind-numbingly stupid. And I put a lot of time into that game and got nowhere with it. It just... And then it wins Game of the Year. I was just disgusted. Especially when Guerrilla Games had made such a world that drew you right in. Yeah, I bought a Nintendo Switch for Breath of the Wild. I really, really, really wish I didn't. I really wish I bought it for another game. Other games. Well, I do have other games on it now, but yeah. So that's my feeling on the whole thing. I think Horizon Zero Dawn was definitely one of the best games to come out that year. It was definitely one of the best games, in my opinion, that I've played in the last couple of years. And it had Breath of the Wild out at the same time. But, what can you do? I also really liked, though, I did say there was problems with it, and other people, of course, agree 100%. I really enjoyed Shadow of the Colossus, and what was the other one? Not Ico. They're the other new one. But yeah, I really enjoyed those. Those were fun to play. Shadow of the Colossus especially. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. Oh good, that tree's there. That's a good thing. Okay, so it crashed right after autosaving. That is so much of a relief. How old am I? I'm old enough to play Planet Coaster. I'm old enough to watch YouTube. So, yeah. So, I think we've done okay today. I'm not gonna keep going right now. I gotta go eat something, get ready for Red Dead Redemption. But yeah, we've pushed this up another, all this, and done a lot of the stuff around the other places to make them a little more complete, look a little better. Now there's a definite path that we're gonna see winding up through here. I'm going to try to make it so it's a lot more visible. it's gonna kind of suck to not use this in a ride or something. So we'll have to see how it goes. And see if I build a ride to go through all this. It might be that this ride here actually comes out back of the building and checks it out. Because I think I'm going to get rid of all this stuff here. But again, big plans. No time. This will be one of those parks that takes me a year to finish. But what can you do? What can you do? But, you know, like I said, obviously, they recognize the stuff that I've built. And even today, I was so happy to open my Twitter feed and find that Planet Coaster had tweeted out a link to Glow World, and that made me feel, you know, made me feel special. So yeah, I was really happy about that. So, you know, I should probably follow that person. I thought I already. Okay, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Gonna go get ready for Red Dead, and maybe I should properly save this, because, you know, Planet Coaster. Oh, and that's the other thing. Oh, this is the 100th live stream of Something Scary. So this has taken me like between, I would say, between 200 and 300 hours so far. And there's another 100 hours here. And there's another 100 hours here. And we'll see how it goes. So, like I said, until next time, I'm GameFace. This was Planet Coaster. If you like to click the button, and don't forget to subscribe, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time.